Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. So I wanted to show you something cool. Now I haven't mounted this, obviously. I want to mount it on the wall, but everybody's got a drop cord that they, uh, they pull it out. There's a big pile of it everywhere and everything. You go, oh man, I don't want to wind it back up and everything. Everybody gets kind of where they just don't want to. They're lazy, right? They'll just leave it there, leave it for somebody else, right? So here's what I do. Okay, so and like I said, I gotta mount this, and it's a reel, like almost like a fishing reel. You know, you grab this black thing in the middle here, which moves like this, right? And you got the knob that you turn, right? Now here's the key. Okay, here's the key thing about it. You see, I have this on the end, both of them. Okay, so what you do, too bad I don't have a quick place to mount this, but I will though. I will eventually mount it because I have. I think I can use one of these, kind of like I did the my weed eater and my blower. Here's this right here, mounted up on the wall, and all you do is just slide those on there, and there you go. All right, easy. We like easy. So anyway, this would go on here like this, right? And well, actually, I go this way because I want my knob to be on the outside so I can sit there. So anyway, so I'm going to show you how to put it on the reel. Okay, so I'm going to unravel this. So basically, you do it this way. So you pull out what you want, and then it's easy to ravel back up. A lot of people don't think about doing this. A lot of people they'll do just a single, but you do a double. I'll show you. Hang on. This ain't long. Oh, and there it went. All right, so you pull it, you stretch your wire out, make the male and female ends meet at the end, okay? And bring all the way back up. You sit there and go, and come all the way back up like this. Now let's see if I can do it again. Usually you'll have like a hook in here where you just hook it on there, and then you don't have to do that. So let's see. So I'm seeing if I do it right because I can't remember. Sorry. I think this is right though. Okay, take it, lay it on top. Okay. And then with the knob, if I'm right-handed, so so I'm gonna go. So you think of how it ravels up in there. Okay. And then it's gonna go like that. Okay. You just got to get it started. Okay. Get it started. Okay. All right. Now, so it's started, and then you grab the black part. For right now, I got to grab it with the hands. But if it was on that thing, it'd be different. So I'm gonna I want to keep this close to me because what happens when you start raveling? Sometimes this will come out here like this. So we don't want that. So it'll get there. I said, hopefully it'll be a whole lot easier on the. See how it's doing? It's being a pain. That's just because the cord's so long. That's all. Okay. And then there you go. That easy. Right? So you just pull out what you want to use, and that's it. Okay. So I just wanted to show you that. Okay. Hope you like that. Okay. But that's not the end of the video, because today, we got the shop all cleaned and everything. Let me show you a good view here now. So it's all cleaned. The 3-wheeler and the lawnmower are and the heater, they can come out, when I'm ready to work. This chipper here, it's like a $400 or $500 chipper, maybe a Troy built. I am going to be trying to sell it for a couple $100. I've got to get a new gas tank, which I can get, no big deal. It's got a 10 horsepower engine on it. So I tell you what, if you got a go-kart, you want to yank that engine off, put that on there. There you go. I was also gathering stuff up to give away. Here's what I've got so far. All this stuff in here. Look at all these screwdrivers I have. I have flatheads and Phillips head, tons of them. It was all free. Okay. That's like one of them old lawnmowers, you push lawnmower. There's a TV stand in there. There's an old painting, and there's a bunch of coilover shocks, adjustable coilover shocks or whatever. There's a sander in there, a hammer, a what do you call it, soldering iron, bicycle pump, and some wrenches, some very old antique grease guns. Okay, so anyway, that's what I'm gathering that stuff up. I'll have probably a lot more by the end of the day. Right now I was in the middle of cleaning this back off after I piled up all this stuff. I want to move some stuff. I'm shuffling some stuff around. Let's see. Man, I wonder how cold it is in here. Let me see here. My hands are like ice. It's 35 degrees in here. I have heater. I have my heater. I have fuel, but I don't use it unless I really, really have to. I know 35 degrees is like, yes, it's really cold. But when you're a man, you can take it. I stay pretty warm. Yeah. Except for my hands. My hands are cold today. I don't know why. I was wearing some gloves. I need to buy some of them old cotton gloves like Dad used to have, old brown ones. Remember those? So this is a chainsaw that I brought back to life. By the way, I saw somebody selling one of these for like $20 on Marketplace. I'm like, why? Like, must have been some crackhead. I mean, it's a nice chainsaw. I think they were more than $20. I mean, darn, it don't make no sense. But anyway, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna push this this stuff over here. This is probably being the key word. Probably stuff that I will use in the future, right? I mean, there's really no point in throwing it out. It's fine. It's not in my way. It doesn't pose a threat. Like one time we had this god awful smell in here. It was like some kind of weird chemical smell. and you could smell it all the way down to the house when the shop door was open. And man, I tell you what, I don't know what the heck that was. Well, I know we did find out what it was. It was a can. Bear with me 1 second. I'll show you. I gotta find my dustpan. And I mean, it was a chemical. It was, man. I would not doubt that it got Dad sick because, and it's a wonder, it probably got me sick too. But what it was a chemical that was sitting up here in a box, about the size of that box. And man, it was leaking down the walls and everything. So what it was, I don't remember the name of it, but supposedly it was a chemical that you put on wood, from what I understand, or something like that, and it keeps all the bugs off of it, keeps them away. And yeah, if I ever smell it again, I'll know it. I'll know exactly, what it what's going on with my camera here. I'll know exactly what it is. But man, it was so bad. So anyway, it took us forever to find it. We're kind of like, where it's like one of them smells you smell. You're like, where's it coming from? We're looking around and everything, and finally, that was like one of the first times that we decided to clean out the shop. This shop, like, used to be so bad, like you couldn't walk in here. Everything was just piled up and everything, just tons of stuff in here, tons of stuff. There was an old couch in here one time, and I remember walking in here, I still have dreams about that too, which is weird, but it was all piled up with trash and everything. We took that couch, or sofa, whatever. We took it outside here. Didn't even have to pour igniter fluid on it or anything. We lit that sucker up and it went up like a Roman candle. It was like, we're like, whoa. And anyway, so yeah, that was the first time we cleaned it out. We try to clean out the shop every year because it accumulates, all this stuff. But anyway, we finally found that box up there leaking, and as soon as we were like, God, pulled away real quick. It was like, oh my God, what is that? And it got it out of here. I don't know what it was. It was bad. So, yeah, we got rid of that. That was, man, that was bad. It was so bad. So right now, the shop, I need to have somebody come up in here and tell me what it smells like, because I don't really smell it. I have a good sniffer, but at the same time, I'm used to it, I guess, or whatever. It's kind of like somebody lives in a house with a bunch of animals or something, and they're used to the smell and they don't smell it, something like that. But that wasn't good. Anyway, this is Dad's old license plates. They're like falling apart. Oh, there it goes. I'm not even going to deal with that. I want to get everything over here out of the way so I can move all this stuff and have my dad's homemade roll around table that you can't see right now. If you watch the old videos, you can see it though. You'll see it here in a second. Get it moved. Oh man, I really appreciate everybody hanging out with me once again. Appreciate you. Got this old boom box. Look at this thing. It's made by Magnavox. Speakers come off of it. It's got a CD player. Ugh. It's dirty as hell. Oh. Man, I used to rock this thing, man. I'm telling you. If you watch one of my old videos, you'd probably remember me talking about it. It comes with a remote. It's got 2 tape decks in it. Bass reflex. It's got a dynamic bass boost button, which stayed on all the time. I don't know what I might stack it back up here. Let me get it out of the way right now. Brand new in the box TIG welder. Got it really cheap. Got it for, I don't know, 150 bucks. That ain't bad for a TIG welder. The only thing is, I didn't do my research until after I bought it, like an idiot. The fuel with the container costs so much, so I can't afford it right now. I can't. And besides that, it would be a hobby thing. So this is my melting, brand new melting pot for melting precious metals and stuff. Probably never get around to using it. I don't know though. I have, I keep boxes of, every time I have like a soft drink or something, I'll keep the cans, aluminum cans. I'll crush them. So, but I seen a video where some guy, he had, don't quote me on this, but I'm going to say he had like a 100 pounds. No, it wasn't that. No, it was, I don't know. It was like 50 pounds of crushed cans. Anyway, it was worth like $12. So I'm like, what's the purpose? Some stuff just ain't worth it. You know? It's not. Like, why bother? I wonder if I can. I got all these hooks back here. Come on, man. Shoot. I'm trying to get that on there. I'm grunting too much. Okay. So now we have Dad's nice roll around table. So what I'm going to do with this, as you see, this table. So what I'm going to do is, can you see it? See all the cans back here, spray cans? They're all going to come off and go onto this. And then I'm going to go through each one of them. They probably ain't no good. Spray bomb cans, they tend to, after a while, they don't spray anymore. Even though they got paint in them, they just don't spray anymore. One thing you can try swapping out the nozzle and see if it sprays then. But, yeah. Usually old cans, you're supposed to shake them up for like 2 or 3 minutes. So let me get this crap out of my way. Out of my way. Out of my way. Kind of buried. Buried in here. Let me get this weed eater out of here. Once again, it's kind of like one of those games where you got to go to get to the thing. Got my nice fold out tables here. Like them things. Them things come in handy, especially if you're doing like a yard sale or something like that. Yeah, love them. Take them to the flea market, fold them, Although flea market, There's one on 29. They charge, I think, $10 for a table. Which ain't too bad. And the tables are like wooden, but they have these huge, I think they're stainless steel plates on them. So very nice. I done messed up and brought some stuff in here that I shouldn't have. I did it temporarily though. We put some new lights in the house, and all the old fixtures. Some of them are right here. So anyway, God, look at the dust. This dust, by the way, is not just regular dust. It is sorry. Where are we at here? There we go. Okay. So this dust is not regular dust. It's it's actually where I sanded down a car that had tons of Bondo, I think, or something like that. Anyway, I sanded it down, and I didn't realize, but my fan was on, and it hit the fan and went and covered everything in here. So brown and red. Now, not all this is paint. I don't think. Pretty sure it's not. Yeah, see, look, adhesive promoter. Now it's got a gray cap on it. It's supposed to be clear cap. So, but adhesive promoter is very good to use. Oops. Say you got a plastic bumper on your car. You want to put a plastic bumper on there, but you got to paint it. Well, that's where that comes in handy. You basically sand it down. You get all the gloss off of the plastic. That's the main thing. If you see any gloss, get that off of there. Okay, sand that. I think you can use a Brillo pad, or like the the red or burgundy looking or maroon looking whatever sandable pad. Anyway, I can't remember what that's called. Scotch. It's not Scotch Brite. It's not that. Anyway, you use that, get all that gloss off, and then put your promoter on there, and then primer it and paint it and gloss it. Okay, so that was black. Another gun. These are cool. These are really cool to have. They come in handy, man. If you don't want to put your finger on the trigger. And if you're sitting there spraying all the time, man, you wear your finger out. I mean, it'll be like, oh man, next thing you know, you start using your thumb. I know you've done it before. You know how I know you've done it? Because I've done it. Everything I've done, everybody else has done. Look at this color. Yes, it's purple. Purple is my favorite color. Don't tell nobody. But it is. Look, here's another one. I like purple. Now, it's got to be a certain type of purple, obviously. Like deep purple. Yeah. I don't like that light purple. That's like, what do you call it? Jasmine? Nah, I don't like it. That's that's cool. Purple. I don't remember buying that purple. That's weird. I got all kinds of colors, man. I got every color of the rainbow and then some, I tell you. Now, if you watch the old video, you watched me clean out my cabinet, which is that white cabinet right there. Right there. And so you've seen all the different stuff I had in that and colors and everything. Here's the engine enamel, and it's like I painted my my valve cover on my Jeep Wrangler. Man, it turned out good. Although I scratched it. But otherwise, it looked good though. It looks good. Yeah, that's a good color. See it go? But it's like a high temp paint, right? 650 degrees high temp. So, in other words, it can, I guess, withstand that much heat, and it probably cures. Like the more heat, the more it cures. So now you learn something. That probably ain't no good. It's red paint. Made me a burrito this morning. Breakfast burrito. Y'all like breakfast burritos? Let me know in the comments. So I had some leftover taco meat. Yeah, make tacos with steak taco seasoning. Took that and took some scrambled eggs, put it in there, and a little bit of chipotle sauce and a little bit of ranch. Get out of here. Shit, what you talking about? But now I keep burping it up. Anyway, pink. Pink is my favorite color. What y'all know about that? All right. Chrome spray, which ain't really chrome. Yeah. Nobody ever said anything in the comments on the other videos. Everybody's shy. I'm pretty sure my comments are on though. People do comment every once in a while. They're like, "Oh, I ain't gonna say nothing about that." What is this? This is, oh, that's clear. All right. And yeah, I got a lot of clear up here. Clear coat. Now there are different types of clear coat. A buddy of mine was working in the body shop, and he said, he goes, "This is how I learned this." I thought they were all the same, but they're not. And I can't remember the term for it, but anyway, so you buy this stuff, but then you got the type that they actually put in their gun, and spray the car with. And he showed me the difference, and he grabbed like a little plastic cup or whatever, and he was like, and he's like, "Okay," he's like, "Come back about an hour, I'm gonna show you the difference." And when I went in and he sprayed the other one, so when I came back, the cup that he sprayed the actual automotive one in, it peeled out there like a potato chip. It was super thick and everything. So the other one, not. So yeah. So now you learn something. I like teaching people. I like teaching people. Usually I teach people stuff that they'll probably never use. Maybe, I don't know. High temp paint, but man, it feels like it's about empty. And that's what you put on your grill. Self-etching primer. I don't know a whole lot about self-etching primer. I mean, it etches into the metal. That's basically all I know. Y'all look it up. Look it up and, school me on that. But I mean, that's basically what it is. It etches into it bites into the metal maybe, or something. It etches into it. Helps give like a better hold, I guess. All right, what is this? So this is like a chrome red. Okay. Man, my hands, I wish they'd heat up. Darn. The rest of my body's hot. Oops. That's twice I've done that. This is a weird color. Gloss Night Tide. Ugh. It's like some kind of weird blue. So see, I have everything in the rainbow and then some. Dim sum. Now, also, you could call this an experiment because see how everything was like laying down in there? So, versus sitting up, is there a difference? Maybe. Kind of like a wine bottle, right? So, this is a black. It's a high temp black, though. This is wheel paint, especially formulated for wheels only. Okay. Too much dust. All right, so this is flat black. Okay. I rarely use flat black. Flat black is good to use like if you're underneath a car or something like that. You just want to cover something up or whatever. You're not worried about it being pretty or anything like that. And that's where you use that. Here's a satin black. Got a lot of black. Black and red are my two main colors that I have in my shop. Black especially. I have more black than anything. Gloss black. I love the paint. Oh, do y'all like paint? Is there people out there who like to paint? Like, man, I can't wait to go paint. Like summertime rolls around, can't really do it during the winter time. Because paint, it doesn't work that good in the cold weather. I don't know why, but yeah. Now in summertime, when you paint, don't paint in direct sunlight because it'll cure too fast or something like that. All right, black sandable primer, which I that's got to be the only can of that because usually we got buy primer is gray, you know. But this is silver. This is or a metallic finish. But yeah, summertime rolls around. You can find me in the shop painting. I paint all kinds of stuff. I get that from Dad. Let's see, this thing feels, it's primer gray, but it's about empty. Here's another Carolina blue. Those who like Carolina. I know. Got a lot of Duke fans out there. When I was 12 years old, I was all about Carolina and Duke and State, Georgia Tech, Wake Forest, you know, stuff like that. Like the main, we used to have those main ones, you know, the most popular ones. And I was way into all of it. I wasn't one way or anything like that. It was all good, you know. But yeah, that was, yeah, good times, man. When you're a kid, you know, and you got your whole life ahead of you, and you know, you only thing you had to worry about was school. You know, what you gonna do when you hang out with your friends, and you know, which basketball game you're going to watch on TV or whatever, if you're into sports, whatever. Now, I'm not into sports anymore, unfortunately. Every once in a while, I'll go down to the drag strip, you know, watch some drag racing or something like that. Other than that, not into anything else. I don't know. It's got burned out. Yeah. And along came women. So yeah. Anyway. Moving on. American Accents is some type of off-white, maybe. What is this? Gold paint. It probably don't even work. It feels like it's about empty as well. A lot of these feel empty. Or almost empty. Good thing is I got the room over here for it now. All this. I'm kind of hoping that some of this ain't good, so that way I can get rid of it, you know. Here is a gray. This stuff really comes out when you spray it. Got that 2x 2 times. Man, it just, you know. Here's a yellow. I'll give you a good tip. So let's say you got a favorite tool. Ooh, I gotta get my hands warm. You got a favorite tool in the shop, okay? And if you're like me, you misplace your tools all the time. By the way, I ain't found my zip tie tool. It's still gone. It's gone. I've been all through this place. It's gone. I think I left it on a car. And if I did, it was the Nissan Xterra, I think, that I sold. Anyway, but let's say, you know, you got a favorite tool or something. Well, what you do is you get a bright paint and you paint it. And that way, all you got to do is just scan the room. And it's like, okay, let's see. Where is... So I have an orange, a bright orange dead blow hammer. Okay. And let me show you. All right. Can you spot it? I'll give you 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ready or not, here it goes. All right. Look there, right there. See it? Right. Oh, wait a minute. Right there. See it hanging? There it is. You do see a lot of orange stuff. It's kind of like where's Waldo? Like there's an orange thing. There's an orange thing. There's an orange thing. Kind of throws you off, right? But anyway, that's how I can, you know, spot, you know, stuff like that. And like I say, usually it's a tool that I use a lot. So you don't want to paint every single tool that color, because then you're like lost. So, and I have like bright green also. So bright yellow, bright orange, bright green. That's the main ones, right? Maybe bright red. Okay. Man, I tell you what, it's getting about lunchtime. And I have no idea what I'm going to have to eat. I'm trying to think. I got something in there. Anyway. Why does that have a gray cap on it? It says smoke gray. Oh, okay. Smoke gray. Anyway. Okay, so here's an old one. Probably ain't going to work. This is, what is it? Clear gloss. Okay, clear gloss. So got a lot of gloss. Do I really like those glosses? No. I don't like Spray Bomb gloss. Why? Because it's not or clear coat, you can say, whatever. I don't like it because it's not the same as automotive clear coat. Okay? Real automotive clear coat. Let's see. That ain't it. Is this it? Well, anyway, I'm too weak. But anyway, you get it in one of those gallons back there, one of them square gallons. Here's another gray primer. And yeah, and you got to thin it out and all that. You got to put it in your gun, spray gun, and all that. It's a pain in the butt, but it is better than these stupid clear coats. Now they do make a spray bomb in a clear coat that supposedly is right up there with automotive. It's called 2K. The number 2, the letter, or the number 2K. Okay. And it's got this thing on the bottom of it, this little red thing. You take it, or I think it's on the bottom. It might be in here. Anyway, you take it and you put it on the bottom and you mash it. And it starts, and you shake it up and everything, and it starts mixing everything together. Whatever. And then you're ready to go. I'm yet to buy one of those turbo cans. I don't know if y'all seen one of those. They're like this tall. They're a spray bomb, but they're this tall. There's like 2 of them put together. You know, it's like, if y'all have used one, let me know. I've watched videos on people using them. They seem to be kind of cool. I think, I don't know, might be a gimmick. And when I say that, I mean that it might be that they use a certain spray nozzle on them. And that's all it is. It's because when you spray it, I mean, it's like almost as wide as tall as the can is, you know, it's like, you know. So yeah, let me know what y'all think about that. Here's an orange. And honestly, I didn't even know I even had orange. Actually, some of this stuff I didn't even know I had. Or like, yeah. Here's another gray primer. That's a high temp gray primer. Okay. What else we got here? I don't think I bought a lot of this stuff. Pretty sure. Here's your fluorescent green. Okay, this is what you paint your certain tools. Okay. That's good. We got the green and we got the orange. All right. Yeah. Is this white? Should be. Gloss white. It's got a kind of an old style Champion spray on. Premium enamel. Okay. Oh man, I got some stuff hiding. Darn it. Oh God, excuse me. Whew, the burrito's working on me. What is this? This is flat white. And of course, the lid is missing. Boy, I tell you what, I'm making a mess on the floor. Look at this. Okay, so this is what I don't like. Yes, this is purple. I call it purple. It's like a light purple. I don't like it. I like this one. See the difference? Yeah. At one time I wanted to do like I had this crazy idea, and I pitched it to a couple people, and they were like, "Dude, that sounds freaking awesome!" And they were women, of course, because guys is not really. I mean, let's face it, most guys out there, you know, they don't like purple and pink. You know, I'm talking about real men. Yeah, but I don't know what it is about purple to me, you know. And actually, there is a pink that I like. It's called Fuchsia Pink. It is I think it's like a chrome looking pink. Google an image of it. But it's like a chrome looking pink, I think. It's got a hint of purple in it or something like that. Anyway, I saw it on an old Volkswagen Beetle one time, and I was like, dude, that is bad, dude. Oh my God. So yeah, I like that. So anyway, I had this idea to take a black car, a nice black car, and then you would have, when you open it up on the inside, it'd be black, but you would also have like some hint of purple in there too. So purple and black, that would go, pretty good, something like that. So, let's see here. Where are we at? Let's go over here. So I got some hiding back here. So I'm not done. Good thing I'm done with that. Put this over here. So now I got this pegboard over here that I don't know if I want to hang some tools on it maybe. Or what? I don't know. I'm supposed to be wearing gloves when handling that metal. But I'm a man. I got this really nice piece of metal right here. This is steel. Say hello, steel. Anyway, I cut it out. I was going to use it on something, on a car. And I decided to go a different route. But I get this thing all sanded down and everything, all grinded down. It ain't rusted yet. So here in North Carolina, we have what we call moisture. We have a lot of it. Man, you ain't never lied. It's not as bad as Florida, but it's bad. Look at this. Here's a piece of glass. It's thick. It's like 1/8 thickness, maybe, if not more. And I also have a mirror about the same size. A little bit. The mirror's a little bit taller. So I need to get rid of these. I don't even know why they're in here. I didn't get them. Dad got them. Back in the day, man. Oh, man. Look at all this crap. Yeah, we're going to put this in here. Ooh, that cabinet smells good. Whoa. Well, I'll be darned. Look what I found. If you saw the last couple videos, I was working on mass airflow sensor. I think you can use that on mass airflow sensor. I'd have to double check. But anyway, it's an electrical cleaner. So, and put that to the side. I don't need to be over here with paint. I'm trying to keep all my paint together if I can. Here is some kind of dark hunter green. This is pretty good for outdoor furniture. I would say it's a good color, you know, kind of like that. Camouflage. Yeah. That's probably why it's called Hunter Green. Aircraft paint remover. Okay, that is usually good to have. I've tried it several times. Spray it on paint, it bubbles up, and you scrape it off. Basically all it is. Not too bad. What is this? Gloss black. Engine enamel. That looks old. Look at that. They're made in USA. It's got to be old. Anyway. Oh, let's see. What's it? Gloss black. So got a lot of black. Yay. Man, my fingers are hurting. Cold. I know. I could turn the heat on. Here's some gloss gray. Got a lot of gray. Here's an unusual. What is this? It's like a royal garnet. I don't know. It's a weird red. Gloss black. Hey man, it's chrome. Not. It's just a very, very, very high silver away. That's all it is. It's like a, yeah. They have spray chrome. The heck was that? Anyway, they have spray chrome. They do. Have I ever seen it in store? No. Have not. So can't help you there. I see videos of it. Y'all seen the new videos? I think they're probably AI, but you know those AI fake videos. Here's another yellow. They show like a rusty exhaust pipe, and they'll take this chrome spray in a can, you know, whatever, and they'll be like, next thing you know, it looks brand new because it like eats the rust away like that. Like, yeah, right. Coral reef is what that's called. That's weird. It's like almost like a see-through cap too. So there's something fishy about that. Fish reef. Yeah, got it. Oh crap. I found some butane. Nice. Not once have I ever tried to use butane. I was looking at my lighter. By the way, here's go to the auto parts store. You can buy these, usually pretty decent. This one's about done. They don't usually last that long, seem like. Oh my God, my hands hurt. Woo. All right, so let's put this up here. Okay, is that everything? Okay. Okay. Put this glass back. Okay. Whew. All right. Check out my stash. Look at all that, man. All that came from over there. So, so the next thing I'll do is I'll go through each one, see if it sprays. But before I do that, I'm going to crank the heat up in here and try to get it up to temperature, because I want the temperature, kind of like 65 at least in here when I go to spray these suckers. So, yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah. And for right now, we're going to call it quits, all right? So I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.